Namaste. Ninth standard. Today we will discuss the lesson The Portrait of a Lady written by Kushwant Singh. This is a beautiful lesson where the author has described about his grandmother beautifully about his culture, her culture and how she lived along with him. This is a story of a grandmother of author. He spent his childhood with his grandmother in a village, and when they shifted to city, when the parents of Kushwant Singh shifted to city, they just moved to the city, and the situation in the city changes, and the criteria, the priority also changes, but the author's grandmother remains the same. Her devotion, her faith in God remains the same. How she cultivates the habit of in chanting and in prayers, that is described here, and her love towards the animals and birds, it is also described here. Ultimately, the animals and birds also show the same type of love, which is unbelievable. So a pre-activity, warm-up activity is given here. So, name of your maternal or paternal grandparents or any aged relative in your family. So, discuss with your friends their age. Do they live with you? If not, where else they live? The way you help them, and the way you celebrate their birthdays, and their favorite food and the favorite pastime that you have to discuss with your friends circle. So, then plan how you would celebrate your grandparents' day, the date, and time, people you would like to invite. So, you have to do these activities with your friends. Collect photos if any and prepare a sketch. Share your experience with them. Discuss their importance in the family. So, you have to discuss the grandparents' importance with your friends and family. Now, this is a story written by an Anglo-Indian writer. He is not exactly Indian, he is Anglo-Indian. His father was Indian and mother was, we'll see history behind the writer. Take page number 82. Here they have told about Kushwant Singh. Kushwant Singh as an Indian writer in English. He was born on 2nd February 1914. He is a prominent Indian novelist and journalist. Singh's weekly column with Malays towards one and all, carried by several Indian newspapers, is among the most widely read column in the country. Singh is best known for his perchant and secularism, his humor, and an abiding love of poetry. He is the recipient of the Padma Bhushan in 1974 and Padma Vibhushan in 2007. He was one of the editors of the named Illustrated Weekly of India. His works include A History of the Sixth Train to Pakistan, Delhi, etc. So, this is about the author of this lesson. Here in this lesson, to tell you briefly, Kushwant Singh, when he was small, when he was just about 4 years, 5 years old, his parents left him with his grandmother, and he had just in his ideas, grandparents always are grandparents, they look the same, whether they have told about their childhood, how they looked in their childhood when they're young, it doesn't matter. So they looked as if they were the same throughout their life. So this is the mindset of the author here. Even after so many incidents told by his grandmother, he had a particular picture, the same picture, how she looked in the in her old age, that is wrinkled face, he had the same picture in his mind. So here he has described his grandmother as we'll see here. Since the time the writer's memory holds, he had always remembered her, his grandmother, as a very old woman with a wrinkled skin, white hair, and slight stoop. Though she used to describe her childhood and her youth, the writer, in his childish innocence, could never believe her all ever been young at all. So here it is about his picture about his grandmother. Now, if we come to the next portion of this lesson, we'll come to know that when he was child and he stayed with his grandmother. Grandmother used to take care of the child, that is Khushwant Singh, as his own child, and she used to give him bath, and while giving bath also she used to chant prayers so that the child could learn it. And after giving bath, she used to feed him and take him to the school. The school was not very far from his house, and on the way they used to take stale chapatis, and the school situated in the beside the temple, and the child used to sit in the school, study all the day, and his grandmother used to sit in the temple and read the scriptures. Now what happened, while they returning when they returned to the home, they used to make pieces of the stale chapatis and throw to the dogs, the street dogs, and they used to come back to the home. Now, after they shifted, his parents moved to the city. There, the situation changes. What happens here? Though they lived in single room, the child Khushwant Singh and his grandmother used to stay in a single room, same room. The communication between them became less. As he used to go to the English medium, the modern education system, the grandmother doesn't know anything about this modern education system, so she never poked her nose in his studies. As he used to study in English medium, she used to ask what you have studied in the school, what you have done in the school. When Khushwant Singh used to tell her whatever has happened in the schools, classes, everything, she never liked the school system, the modern school system. She used to say, so what is the use of this type of school where there is nothing like prayers, there is no reading of scriptures, nothing like this. So she was not happy with the modern school system, but still she remained silent. And after finishing his college, for his higher studies, Khushwant Singh was going to some foreign country where his grandmother, came to say farewell to the station. So she didn't say anything. There also she didn't say anything, but her lips were chanting the prayers of God, and she silently bade him. And the Khushwant Singh then had no idea that his grandmother would live until he returns to India. But while he returned to India, he was surprised to see his grandmother alive. There also she had come to the station, railway station, to receive him. So this was a shocking, like surprising incident for him. But there also his grandmother was very silent. Her lips were still chanting the prayers. he observed in the home. He observed that instead of that she could not feed the street dogs. Now she had the habit of feeding the sparrows. She used to throw the crumbs to the parrots, and thousands of parrots used to gather there to take this food. And this system has continued for so many years. And that day, when she came to receive the author, that is Kushwant Singh, she did not do her prayers. Instead, she called all the members of the family and said, "This will be the musical evening," and she started singing and singing and musical. Everything was changed. So this became a very strainful for her. And next day she fell. She was sick. She could not get up from the bed, and doctor was called. Doctor said she will be all right, but she had that sixth sense, or we can say the sixth sense. She said, "I'm not going to, I won't live more. My days have come, my day has come. I have to do my prayers, as this will be my last day." So she took her rosary and she started doing her prayers, chanting the God's name, and thereby silently her she departed her body. So she died. And that time, all the sparrows, thousands of sparrows, gathered in the courtyard. And though Kushwant Singh's mother feeded the sparrows with the breadcrumbs, the sparrows didn't touch the breadcrumbs. They just were there for some time, silent, without making any noise. Just they gathered there. Thousands of sparrows gathered in the courtyard. They did not make any noise. And when the grandmother's body was taken to funeral, all the sparrows flew away, and it never came to the same place. So this is the gist of this lesson. In my next video, I will in detail describe this lesson. So till then, before going to this lesson, please read this lesson through 2 to 3 times so that you can understand it better. Till then, take care. Namaste.